Coming up next on the Filthy Rich Cleaners podcast.
These are the things when you don't have the ability to offer all sorts of robust benefits. This is part of building culture, guys. This is workplace culture.
From your first dollar to your first million, welcome to the Filthy Rich Cleaners podcast, presented by ZenMade. Join your host, Stephanie Pipkin, founder of Serene Clean, as she shares proven tips, tricks, and hard-earned lessons. Whether you're just starting out or ready to scale, get ready to discover how to build your own cleaning empire. Let's roll up our sleeves and dive in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Filthy Rich Cleaners podcast. I am your host, Stephanie Pipkin, and I am the owner of Serene Clean. And today we are going to be talking about celebrations because tomorrow, when I'm recording this, is Serene Clean's 6-year anniversary in business. And I feel, first off, that's awesome. I can't believe it's been 6 years. Also, side note, what do you think of my top? I love it, right? I feel like a genie. Amazon. I ordered it in 3 colors because when I like something, I'm like, every color. I want it in every color. So dig in this. So if I keep doing this wing thing, it's because of that. So I just like this shirt a lot. So celebrations, guys. I feel this is something we have really nailed at Serene Clean, is really taking advantage of opportunities to use celebration time as a way to boost the business and to stand out from the competition. So we're going to be talking about celebrations in 3 realms. We're going to be talking about clients, employees, and the business as an entity. And I'm going to break down exactly how we utilize celebratory moments in each of these realms. So we're going to start out with client anniversaries. And I feel this is something that has been going really well. I just started doing this in January of this year. So today, actually, earlier today is when I did my batch anniversary client videos. So what I mean by this, if you're not in the ZenMade Mastermind, by the way, I recorded a video of exactly what I do for this, like a month ago. So this is like old news to everybody who's there. So if you're not in the mastermind, what are you doing? Go over. We'll link it below. So this is what I do. I go to the ZenMade settings and I click on my celebrations. And this is a feature that they released I think late last year. And it's fabulous for this exact purpose so that we can actually see what's going on, right? And so client anniversaries are a great opportunity to celebrate, thank them for their loyalty, because that means that they've been with you at least a year. And also it makes you really appreciate the length of time some clients stay with you. Like I today did, I think, probably about 20 videos. And how I do these is on the software called Loom. If you've never heard of Loom, it's just a really easy peasy way to create videos that you can share super easily just with a link. So I use Loom. It's pretty affordable too. I would recommend it. I've used it a lot the past 6 months. And it allows you to hit a button and get rid of all of your filler words, your your awkward silences. You can cut and chop things. So that is something I've worked on really, really hard since starting the podcast, actually, is not using filler words. Because if any of you have seen my original Made Summit talk, I know I'm really, okay. If you guys don't like tangents, what are you doing here, right? This is what we do here. So my first Made Summit talk I did, what was that? 4 years ago now. And, I was a little bit younger, and that was, I suppose, a form of public speaking. And I had a terrible habit of and likes and all of these things. And luckily different softwares now are allowing us to sound more intelligent and reducing those filler words. But I'm very proud of myself with the progress I've made with that. And I find the more tired I am, the more chaotic life is, the more I use filler words, and it just makes you sound less intelligent. So one tip I saw, I Googled how to do better about this topic. And this is like for you guys from like a sales perspective, now I'm going to start doing it. But for you guys from a communication standpoint, I highly recommend you working on this because it was such a problem for me. And I feel like I come across so much more intelligent, maybe, and competent when I'm not using filler words. So right there, what I just did. I Googled it, and this suggestion works really well for me. Every time you would usually use a filler word, close your mouth, because if your mouth is open, and likes are going to spill out of them. So I have just trained myself now when I'm thinking to close my mouth instead of saying or like. So Side note, little tip for you. It's working really well for me. I suggest it. It's working great. And now I'm probably going to say I'm in like a ton during this video because, that's just how it goes. But little tip for you there. So I record these looms and I just go through and filter by date so that it is, for example, all of April's anniversary. So I do this. I have it scheduled on my list of tasks every last Monday of the month. I do this. I batch it, and it probably takes me less than an hour to do this. And I then pass the task off to my executive assistant, Veronica, but obviously you guys can just do this next step. So we have a template for anniversary emails. She grabs the link from the loom and she copies over the template in Outlook, and she just fills in the correct information for that particular client. And then instead of sending it, you schedule it out to send on their anniversary date. So if their date's on the 2nd, is their 5-year anniversary with us, then she schedules to send on the 2nd. So everything's happening in like exactly when we want it from a time perspective, but we're only dealing with this thing once a month from this standpoint. And the feedback has been really great. Actually, we just got a really awesome Google review from one of our clients. His name's Tim, and he left a review for the cleaning, but then he also mentioned this thank you video saying, I got a really nice thank you from Stephanie, and he named me in the review, which I haven't been named in a review in so long. It was really nice. So clearly they are appreciating it. Even if they don't say anything, the whole point is I feel that customer retention and appreciation of their loyalty goes a long way. And it's something that, coming from me, the owner, especially, they're not dealing with me ever, I think it makes a good impact. The second thing we do for their anniversaries using the celebration feature is Katie, my customer relations manager. She goes through and does the same thing, but with a different task. This is what she does. We have candles made, Serene Clean candles made. And this was actually really a cool thing that we did last year was get like a custom scent blend created from a local vendor in our area. And then we have room spray in that scent and then our candles in that scent. And so we just ordered a bunch of candles, and there's 2 instances where people get candles. After their second cleaning, now they're on their reoccurring service. We leave a candle and a thank you note. And anniversaries, we have the cleaners leave a candle and a thank you note with their cleaning checklist. And this is exactly what Katie does. Katie pulls up the list of anniversaries. So for example, Abby, looking at this client, Abby here, it was her anniversary in January. And so looking at this appointment in ZenMaid, Katie has the note, please take a Serene Clean candle and thank you note from the office to leave with the checklist at this cleaning. Take a photo of the candle, note, and checklist and attach it to ZenMaid or send in your manager chat. Thanks. Just so that we have that double checking that it's actually getting done, making sure that we're covering all of our bases. So then we have candles, and thank you notes for the cleaners to take from whatever office they're coming from. Because remember, we have 3 locations, and they leave it, and bada boom, bada bing. It's beautiful. Client is getting appreciated not only from me, but then the warm fuzzies from the cleaner, the candle, just a little token of appreciation. And I think it's well worth the expense at administrative labor, because having loyal clients who stick with you, we all know financially what that means. Thousands and thousands of dollars when we can retain our clients. So it's so worth it. Obviously, if you need to do price increases, like all of these clients who have been with me, 4 or 5 years, they've all had multiple price increases and they stuck with us. So I literally call out in that video, I'm like, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done and your loyalty. And as we've gone through growing pains, blah, blah, blah. And then I also, in that moment, say, any feedback you have, we're all ears. You know that, but I just want you to know, like, this service is for you. And we really want to just keep taking the stress off your shoulders. So if there's anything we can do better, whether that be from a cleaning perspective or a communication perspective, anything at all, I want to hear it so that we can improve your service and be the best we can be. And just really earnestly saying it exactly like that. And it goes a long way. And I just think it's well worth that time to do that once a month. And so far it's been really sustainable, because it was something like, I'm like, ooh, can I actually do this every single month? But so far it's going really, really well, and we're handling it great. So that's what we do for client anniversaries. And as I mentioned, that other touch point that we do this is on the 3rd cleaning, because we do, the whole book your first cleaning, get your second 50% off. That is our long-term offer that we always do for residential clients. So by the time they've had their third cleaning, this means that they are now a reoccurring client. They've had their first two cleanings. We've gotten any hiccups out of the way, really learned the house. And now it's like, you are a regular client of ours, and this is what it's going to be like to have us, et cetera, et cetera. So that is what we are doing from a client appreciation standpoint. And I think it is well worth the time, the effort, the financial side of it for candles. And you can get any candles you guys like, order them online, go to Vistaprint and get your custom little sticker with your branding on it, slap it on there and leave it with them, or any other little token that you like. We just know, our clients like candles. I love candles. So it makes it nice and easy. And obviously it goes with our room spray too. So we're really trying to be on brand. So easy enough to do that. Okay. On to employees. I think that it is silly to think we are too grown up to celebrate things like birthdays and anniversaries. I would say if you were to survey all of my staff, this is one of their favorite things, is how appreciated they feel on their work anniversary. From day one, we have always called out on their anniversary in the group chat and said, thank you. I have also always created a graphic in Canva. I just made a template and we just use the same one over and over. And I write a heartfelt post from me on our social medias. So that's going to go out on Facebook, Instagram. It's going to go on the website. It's going to go on our Google My Business locations as a post. So we have always been very public about our appreciation of them. And this is where I really think about the individual. I try to avoid generic as much as possible, which is hard now that I don't hire any of the staff members. So it takes me some time to get to know them. But one of the things that we do on our orientation or intake process of new staff members is we ask what their favorite things are. So their favorite drink, their favorite scent, their hobbies and interests, their kids' names, whatever they like, their favorite color. We ask all of these things, their favorite genre of music, so that we know about them a little bit more, so that if we do want to do any random tokens of appreciation, we want to bring them a drink, we want to bring them a candy bar, etc. When we're doing quality checks or training or anything like that, we have that information to really make them feel seen. So I'm going to always make the anniversary post. I'm going to call out on their actual anniversary. We send that in our team chat. It's going to go on those social medias, as I mentioned. And something that I've started in the past 6 months, which I know is absolutely so extra, and you guys are all going to roll your eyes, but I create a custom song for all of my staff members. And I know that you're thinking, ain't nobody got time for that. Well, Stephanie got time for that because I find it very enjoyable. And with the tools of the AI overlords that are going to overtake us at some point, right now I'm just trying to appreciate all the technology that we have. So what I do is I go to ChatGPT, I go and just word vomit about the staff member. I put all of the details that I mentioned, color, food, music, hobbies, what they are like as an employee. I go put that in ChatGPT and I say, write me a song about this person in this genre of music. Because whatever they said their favorite type of music, I'm going to try to make a song in that way. So I go to ChatGPT, I tweak, I get it the way I like, and ChatGPT is really good at writing songs. So writes the song, and then I go and take it to this website. I think it's called AI Tubo or something, and it has a music generator. So then I plop the lyrics into that. I do pay for the more premium one so that it does a better job, because the free one they're not the best songs, and you have to work at it to get it the way you want it. And so I put the lyrics in, I tell it exactly what I'm looking for, and just go through multiple iterations until I get it to create the song that I want. From there, I download the song and I put it into Clipchamp, which is just Microsoft's free video editor, and I put lyrics to it. And then on their anniversary, I share that in the group chat, and that is where they get their own custom song. And I know that that's super extra, but they do really love it. From a birthday perspective, sorry. One more thing. We do put this in the monthly newsletter that we send out every single month on the 1st. We have a section of anniversaries and new employees, and we just put those in there of celebrating that. So the thing is, the longer you have staff members, it gives you something to look really good to clients too. So This all helps in multiple ways. It appreciates your cleaners. It calls them out. It gives them a chance to feel seen and heard in front of all of their peers and in the public. Come on. It's so great. But it also looks really good to clients. It shows that you care about your staff members, and it shows that you have retention. Because if we're calling out that we have staff members, some of my staff members have been with me for 5 years. The business is turning 6. Well, really, they're almost 6 years, actually, because Crystal will be 6 years in July. So I have staff members who have been around for the entirety of the business. We've got people who are 3, 4, 5, 6 now coming up years in. And that looks really, really good to the clients because clearly they're sticking around for some reason and they seem to be happy, right? So I'm not just holding them all hostage in my basement, chained up and making them clean whenever they have appointments. That's not how it is, at least not that you guys know about. So they seem to like it. And so it looks really good to the clients. So for birthdays, the only thing that we do, and just a little, again, I get it. You're like, come on, we're too old to celebrate birthdays. Well, maybe have you thought about being less miserable? I don't know. I understand we all have a birthday. I understand that we're adults, and I'm not saying that everybody should just take the day off, and some people do, and we let them do that too. I don't care why you take a day off. It's your birthday. If you want to go get shit-faced and have a good weekend or whatever it is, you're going on a trip for your birthday. I just think that this whole not caring attitude, or like, I'm too cool for this, I'm too cool to celebrate a birthday, I'm too cool, or I don't care. Like, I think that's really my generation, AKA like I'm an old Gen Z / the youngest millennial. I'm right on that edge. I really feel this whole like it's not cool to try or care thing is very detrimental because I am a try hard. I am the biggest try hard, and I don't care. I don't care if people see me trying. It might be cringy, it might be embarrassing, but I don't think that. I don't think that at all because people know that I care. So wouldn't that rather be what I'm known for? So that is my philosophy about that. So yes, I am going to celebrate. So obviously birthdays, now we get to see it on our ZenMaid, which makes it way easier to know. So we never miss a birthday. So every single staff member, we call it out on the group chat, and they just get hit with happy birthdays from everybody. We're all jumping in saying happy birthday and celebrating. And then Crystal actually writes a birthday card. Crystal's my HR manager. She mails the card, and she mails it with a gift card for our local gas station. Just $10, I think. So it's not anything big, and you guys can absolutely, you can afford $10 on their birthday. Come on. You can, I promise. And it feels good to get mail, right? Isn't that exciting to get something in the mail that's not a bill? Like, nobody gets letters in the mail anymore. So little things like that, it shows effort. And if you just create a system around that of, okay, when this is part of the onboarding process, is you put it in your email or however you do your reminders. I use ClickUp for all of my tasks. So a week before an anniversary, it pops up in my to-dos to do all of these side tasks, basically subtasks, if you will. So it's just part of the system, and that's how you start to build into all of these things, because it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff to do, but really it's just part of the workflow now. It's just normal to us. So it's very important to me that everybody is feeling appreciated on their birthday, on their anniversary. And it's those little things of something to look forward to, because I think life can be really hard and suck. And why not take every opportunity to celebrate? That's my philosophy for sure. Now I'm saying it, guys. Gosh, dang it. I was doing so good. But I think that just taking those moments to celebrate, these are the things when you don't have the ability to offer all sorts of robust benefits. This is part of building culture, guys. This is workplace culture, of those little things of, I feel appreciated at my workplace, and that will make them stay and make them be loyal far above paying them obscene amounts of money. Obviously that's great too, but what kind of culture you build, it's little things like this where they feel seen and it's authentic. It's not just blowing smoke up off everybody's asses and saying that we care about them. These are the actions to show them. I'm such a big proponent of showing, not telling. Obviously we're literally telling, but that is the action, right? It takes a minute to just call out a birthday, call out an anniversary, right? And actually think about that. They gave you a year of their life where they could have worked somewhere else. Think about that. Okay. These are not robots. On to number 3. This is business anniversary. So that's what prompted this whole video. Is tomorrow is our 6-year anniversary in business. And I have now, I think every single year, done a big cleaning giveaway on our business anniversary. So cleaning giveaways are such a useful marketing tool. And honestly, it's a really just wonderful thing to do give away free cleanings. But let's focus on the marketing, right? Because honestly, it gets us so many clients and views and eyes and brand awareness to do cleaning giveaways. So in the beginning, I did a lot of these. Now I probably only do 2 to 3 a year. It just depends how things are, but that's been historically what I've been doing the past couple of years. And I always do one on our anniversary, and I typically will do one in July, because we do Christmas in July, where I give out huge cash bonuses to our staff, and then we do a cleaning giveaway because it's fun, right? I like having fun. So what we do is every single year so far, I have been doing whatever the year is, that's how many giveaways I do. So this year we are giving away 6 free house cleanings. And you may be thinking, oh my gosh, that's so much. Well, we cut it at 6 man hours. So again, I like the numbers. I don't want another 6 because that would be bad. So we're just doing 2 6s. So 6 free house cleanings, 6 man hours each. And so what that looks like is I record a video that goes on our Facebook, and it's already live by the time this is going. So we will link that video in the show notes so you guys can go see exactly what that looks like. And you can go and look at any of our past cleaning giveaways. They're all videos on our Facebook. So just go to Serene Clean's videos and you can scroll through and see what that looks like. You can also see that each of those get like 10,000, 20,000 views depending, because how we make this go kind of viral in our area organically is having rules of how they get submitted. So for us, we are choosing 3 clients and 3 non-clients or former clients to win, to say express loyalty to our current clients, and they exclusively get to win 3. And then the other 3 are anybody. They don't have to have been a client. So what we do is they must like the video. They have to comment, share down below, and then they actually have to share the video. That's how they get entered to win. I have a parameter of 1 month. And so them sharing it gets us more views, because then their friends see it and then they share it and they comment, and it just starts growing and growing and growing. This is a perfect example of where I would boost a Facebook post, because videos get way, way, way more views. It's a cleaning giveaway, so people are incentivized to share. And then you boost it. You don't have to spend very much money. You're just going to get so many views, and people are going to go to your page. They're going to like it. That's another thing. You can certainly require them to like your business page too. I haven't done that before. You certainly could do that if you're having trouble with not having a lot of engagement on your page. So that's really useful, especially if you're a newbie. This is a great tool to do cleaning giveaways to start getting some traction on your social media, because it is important to have a good following on your social media of choice, which for us is Facebook, because then when we do post things that are important, like we've got availability, then they get snatched up because we have more views. So it is important. And so these are highly relevant and exciting posts. So I post the rules. You can go see it. And from there, once the month is up, we will have one of my manager's adorable children we'll print all the names off, and we'll cut them all up, and he'll pull from a bucket, and it's just super cute. And then we post that video too. So, if your staff is okay with you using their adorable children for marketing, because I do not yet have a child to do that with, go ahead. You don't have to do that. Of course, I've called winners as well. So it does work really great though. And they're just so dang cute. So that's how we do cleaning giveaways, and it works really beautifully for us. And of course, what we're going to do for our current clients, we'll just apply that to their next cleaning. So say and it may be a couple cleanings. Say their regular cleaning is only 3 hours. Well, then they get 2 free cleanings. So that's why we do it by man hours. So if you charge flat rate, just make sure you're very cognizant of putting a parameter on that, because you could be really screwing yourself. Because what if somebody who wins has a 6,000 square foot house, right? And now all of a sudden it's a free house cleaning that you are obligated to do. And now it's this whole big thing, right? So it's not ideal. And the nice thing is, you can make this, if you don't have the availability now to schedule, you can always push it out. It's just they have it for these new clients. So it really is a great way to get reviews too, because people love to leave a review on a free cleaning. They're feel very obliged to do so, because they're probably very satisfied because it's a free cleaning. So that works really well as well. So I just feel that we all need to celebrate more, and celebration can be used as a wonderful marketing tool. And I feel that a lot of us are probably leaving this opportunity on the table. So I highly encourage you guys to look at your audiences, your clients, your employees, and then your business as a whole, your community, our three audiences that we're serving. How can we utilize celebration to really showcase who you are? And it will help you figure out who you are, because you might not have a strong sense of culture or community yet. So doing these types of things brings everybody closer together, which is only going to be positive for you. So that's what I have for you guys today. We'll leave those links down below. So if you want to take a peek to get some inspiration, I know you all feel nervous about being on camera. Go look at the oldest videos on Serene Clean's Facebook if you want to see my cringe. All right. Just put yourself out there. It's not that serious, and you're probably thinking about yourself a lot more than you should, because people don't care. All right. They don't care. They want their free cleaning. They want to see what your business is like. They want to see what you're like. So I know it's very hard to hop on camera. We're not all extroverted Stephanies now in 2025. I wasn't always like that. I was super duper nervous. Now I don't care about anything, and I'm not self-conscious at all. So it gets with age, maybe? I don't know. You guys tell me. But that's what's going on, guys. So go out there, get some systems in place to celebrate. Celebration systems is where it's at. And like I said, go join the Zen Made Mastermind if you want to see some other types of content, get questions answered from the community, ask a bunch of questions. I try to be as active as I can in there. It's a great place to be. And that's what I got. I'll see you in the next episode of Filthy Rich Cleaners. Give this a like, hit that subscribe, leave me a comment what you think of these ideas. What do you think of my shirt? Tell me, give me compliments. That's what I want. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.